Hey friends, it's Jessica. Happy Monday. It is the first day of our Handmade Holiday Challenge giveaway. And we're also going to do a progress party, and I have some dates to remind you guys of. So we're going to have a lot of fun. I am excited to chat with you all. If you are watching this live, go ahead in the comments, let me know where in the world you're joining us from. And you have the option, you have the ability, if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, you can allow me to see your name and your profile picture. And if you prefer not to do that when you type your comment, just add your name so that we know who we're chatting with. But it looks like we've got a few people starting to roll in. I'm going to go ahead and pin this video to, there we go. I'm going to pin it to the groups that we are in. So we are streaming to a few different fun places today. We are in the big Double the Stitches community group. We're also in the private pop-up group for the A Taste of Brioche workshop, since I am so proud of you all and I want to celebrate how far so many of you have come. So I am pinning that there. And I'm going to close those tabs so they are not super distracting. And it looks like we've got a few comments. We're also streaming on YouTube. The video should be live there shortly. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube, but if you comment, I can also see your comments if you're watching the YouTube video. And if you're watching on the replay, please comment. Let me know when you're watching. If you have questions about anything, feel free to go ahead and share those with us. And I'll come back and I'll continuously check and see if any friends have anything that they wanted to share during this video. We're going to do a few of these. And so I'm going to just greet the people who took the time to share where they're joining us from. So we have a hi from a Facebook user. We have Millie says, hi, it's Millie from Braintree, Massachusetts. We've got a good evening. And Monica says, hi from Northern California. And that is my volume. I'm going to make sure that's loud enough and make that brighter too. All right, who else do we have? We have Rose from Maryville, Tennessee, and a hi all, and Debbie LePage from Vermont, and Debbie Andretta from Central Pennsylvania, and a hi from Vermont, and hello from Central Florida. That's Kathy and Sonia in Ontario, and watching live from California, and hi from Virginia, and Shoshana says hello. So I love to greet you all as you come in and as you join us, and it gives us a minute to, get acquainted and just say hey. So we also have a hi from Iowa, and I don't know, sometimes I feel a little bit like was it Magic Garden, the TV show, and they would always like say people's names, or Romper Room, and they would say people's names and then they never said your name, right? Let me know if you have that childhood memory or an adult memory of maybe of your children. So North Coast, Mentor, Ohio. So welcome to all of you who are joining us. Romper Room. Yes, I was close, right? Romper Room. And they never said my name. And hi from Maine to Bev. So welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're all joining us. And if you're joining late, don't worry about it. Don't feel Monica says, yep, sure do. It's one of those core memories, right? Built in, feeling like you wish that they would say your name and they never did. All right, so let's get into it. Friends, I have a lot I want to talk to you all about today. I am so excited. I am so proud of all of you, those of you who are joining us from the Handmade Holiday Challenge, those of us who are joining us from the A Taste of Brioche workshop, or maybe you're doing both. And yes, Sonia says, yes, they never said my name either. I hate that show. So that's why I try, when you share your name with me, I like to greet you by your name. And Debbie says, I remember that show. Yes. All right. So no romper room here. we say hello to everyone who joins us. But you have to let me know that you're watching. So here we go. Let's dive in. The first thing that I want to remind you all is that we have our first Handmade Holiday Challenge Stitch Night is on Zoom. It is this Saturday. Let me put the banner up with the dates for you all. So we've got 2 stitch nights on Zoom where we're going to hang out, spend some time together, work on our handmade gifts or other projects, whatever you choose. Bring your yarn, bring your needles, bring your hooks, and we'll just, come and hang out together. So we're going to be on Zoom this Saturday night, July 29th at 7 o'clock Eastern. And then again on Monday, August 7th at 8 o'clock Eastern. So you'll have 2 chances. You're welcome to come to both. The way to get the Zoom link, it's going to be in your email. So if you signed up for the Handmade Holiday Challenge at doublethestitches.com/challenge, then you'll get that email with the information to join us on Zoom. And if you haven't signed up yet, please feel free to join us. Even if you're not working on handmade holiday projects, but you happen to be free on Saturday night and you'd like to come hang out, come join us Saturday night on Zoom. Sign up for the emails so that you'll be sure to get that invitation from me to join us. And we had a hello from Michigan. And Debbie says they never said my name either. I'm sorry, friends. So many of us, right? All right. So that was the first thing, is I wanted to make sure you guys knew about the dates for sorry, my nose is itchy, like right here. So Stitch Night on Zoom this Saturday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. And I hope that you can all join me for that. I love having that opportunity to connect with you all, to get to know you a little bit better, to spend some time, and really, en- encourage each other, cheer each other on, hold each other accountable to the things we said we were going to do as part of the challenge. And my friends who are doing the Taste of Brioche, workshop, you're welcome to join to just sign up for those emails, because I am trying not to spam everyone and send that to, the entire great big list. So if you're interested, I'd love to invite you. All right. We also have a great big progress parade. We're going to share our progress with those of you who are working on gifts. We're also going to celebrate a couple of other patterns, things I've received in email or tags on social media of other patterns, and also, of course, our brioche workshop students who are working so hard. And I am so proud of all of you, no matter what you're doing. And the thing that was important to me about this challenge was not that it was a race to see who could complete the most gifts, because there's a big difference between someone who's knitting, a bunch of little kid hats and someone who is knitting, big shawls or garments or blankets or things. So it's not about how many projects you complete. The goal was just for us to, as I said, go from procrastination to progress in just 3 weeks. So you're getting started earlier than you might have if it wasn't for this challenge. And we're working together, and we're working in community, and we're encouraging each other. And we're starting early so that you are not up till the wee hours on Christmas Eve or Hanukkah, the day before Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate, so that you can enjoy the holiday season because you're not stressed about completing those projects. So that you're not like my friend Anjanette, hanging in the bedroom at her mom's house, finishing a gift for someone who was at the holiday dinner, sewing and weaving in those ends and all of those things. So don't let that happen to you. Start now and narrow down your list to the people who are really special to you, the people who are yarn worthy. Put yourself on the list because you are the most yarn worthy person that you know. So let's get into celebrating some progress, friends. First, and we have, this is Donna Smith. Are you able to see my name? So not as part of through my software, but I see that you typed it, and that is perfect. That is wonderful. So I'm glad you're watching, Donna. All right. So Joanne, I'm going to make myself small, but you can still see me. So I'm still here in the corner. So Joanne shared, she said, this is my first sock on DPNs. Started Saturday evening. Look at all that progress, friends. Hoping to make 11 pairs to go with the first pair I made on a 9-inch circular for a 12 days of Christmas box for my granddaughters. Isn't that so sweet? I love that. And Katha shared ear warmer F off the needles handmade holiday challenge finish number 1. So that is her beautiful ear warmer that was part of our brioche workshop. And she also shared a whole progress report. I love this. I'm going to hide my banner so I can see all the words. So, started the 5th repeat on my local yarn store. Love my LYS Love shawl. Brought yarn for besties ear warmer. Up for swatching. Gotten brioche ear warmer off the needles. Chosen a button for completed Tinoch bib. Created a yarn / project queue in my planner. So I love all of this progress, and I love seeing your shawls. What we have another comment here. Sunny here. I have definitely wrapped up unfinished knit socks and sweaters for Christmas and spent Christmas Eve piecing together a sweater. So we're not doing that this year, friends. This is a new year, a different thing. Amy shared her project that she was working on. She bought towels and she was putting toppers on them, which was a great way to add a handmade touch to a gift without having to make the whole thing. So she topped some towels, 6 in this picture with 2 more also completed, feeling groovy. I loved that. Donna shared progress so far. Not really a pattern, just something I wanted to try for a while. And I love that cable. It looks really pretty on that garter stitch background. And Jan shared just finished snowdrop hat. It was a kit I bought several years ago from Yarn. Several years ago. Yarn is Andorra from Kelborn Woolens, needs to be blocked. And I love this idea too, because a lot of us have many, if you're like me, many half started, half done works in progress that you never quite got to finish. And they're in that bin. Maybe they're in timeout. Maybe now that some time has passed, you can figure out why you put that project down. Maybe you were kind of bored of it, but maybe it's interesting to you now. Or maybe you struggled with something and now you have more experience as a knitter or as a crocheter. And now you can figure out what was wrong with it and move forward. Now you've got a half completed project that you can take across the finish line. You can feel good about using something that was you already invested the money, you already invested the time in picking out the project. There was something about it that you loved when you started, and it might make the perfect gift for someone on your list. And Kathy shared almost finished with first Gomni slipper. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that. When I finish the second one, we'll knit 3 hats from stash. That's a great plan. Shoshana shared her sheep cowl. This is a special, very, very special project. And I knew I was going to be driving all day Sunday to go from home in Eastern PA to Indiana. So I spent Saturday night knitting at the movies in the park. That sounds like a nice way to spend your evening. And Bev shared this project working on a pink cotton fingering weight scarf, slow going, but so relaxing. And that's some pretty yarn you have there, Bev. Donna shared I completed 3 soap sacks and a ditty bag using cotton yarn. First effort to crochet in a long time. So if it's something you haven't done in a while, I'm proud of you when you pick up that hook again and you get back to it. And that is a really nice gift, a nice housewarming kind of gift. And Kathy shared, finished my first pair of slippers. Don't like the way I did the toes, but this is first pair for me. So I like that a lot. And Wynn shared, I'm almost done with a scarf. My niece told me she wanted cashmere instead of the usual acrylic. So I purchased a special ball of worsted weight black cashmere. You are a very kind aunt. Not only cashmere, but also in black yarn. And worsted weight black cashmere, and found a pattern. I had beads in the stash. Looking forward to it being done soon. So you can't really see the beads too well, I think, in this picture, but in the group, they were in a really nice pattern there. And we had some progress updates from people from challengers who didn't have photos to share. Diane shared, I actually got started on the ear warmer. I think she means the brioche one, got 5 rows done. And now for the scary part, trying the new brioche stitch. And Millie shared that she has not started anything just yet, but know what I'm making. And since I wrote it down, I'm not adding any more projects. And I love that, holding yourself accountable. Finish what you have in mind and then see where you are if there's time left. But if you don't have time left, then you don't need to stress. You narrowed that list, and that is wonderful. And Sherry shared, I've narrowed down my list and started on part 1 of one gift for so far. No pictures yet. And Connie shared, my ear warmer is done. Started a crochet doily for my mom and still plugging away on 2 blankets. And Sonia shared her first brioche finished project from our workshop, the A Taste of Brioche workshop, and said, happy to finally nail it. So she shared a beautiful picture of her. It's so nice to get to see your face, Sonia. And you look so proud, and you should be. And she shared the right side and the wrong side, or the inside and the outside of her ear warmer too. And that was fun to see the difference in how the colors work together with the brioche. And Jerry shared, ear warmer done. Love brioche. Ready for blocking. Thank you, Jessica. Now to cast on for the cowl. And I love that navy and yellow that she picked out. And more blue and yellow. Pam shared, I am so excited that I finally got it. I forgot to count rows working on the ear warmer. And she updated, I almost quit, but I'm glad I finished it. Isn't that such a great feeling? I am so proud of all of our brioche students, not just the ones who breezed through it easy peasy, but also those of you who persevered, who kept trying, who frogged it, who went back and just kept trying, watching the videos, rewatching the videos, and learning something new. And Betty shared her brioche ear warmer in progress. I think she may have finished it. I'm not sure. Let us know, Betty, how it's going. And Judy shared, I have begun the cowl, which is exciting. That was our second project. And Shoshana shared, moving along, sitting outside with my dog and my coffee. That sounds so peaceful. Thinking I am good, then realized that I am barking instead of burping. I know this because of the wonderful tips and tricks, and even better, I could fix it. Thank you, Jessica. And Shoshana also shared, the cowl is done now, weaving in ends and blocking. And Gillis shared, I made a second ear warmer. This is such a cute pattern. I know that she made the second one because her mom stole or borrowed or took. Her mom was suddenly gifted the first ear warmer, so she made a second, and I love the different yarns that she picked there. And Sally shared, all finished and blocked. I love when you share pictures with me of you wearing your projects. So all finished and blocked. Yay, I finished a brioche project after many years of avoiding the journey. Special kudos to Jessica for being available and supporting me literally stitch by stitch. I am thrilled with how this ear warmer turned out. And Teresa shared hers and said, finally finished. And I love that purple and white. And Jane shared, if at first you don't succeed, we all know how that goes. I think I started over 20 times. Thanks to Jessica for the beautiful pattern and helpful instruction. One thing I learned, and this is in all caps, she says, focus. This is not the project to choose while you are watching your favorite drama. And Jackie finished her A Taste of Brioche. I wrote cowl, but I believe that's her ear warmer. So my mistake. And Chris shared, I'm only a few rows short of finishing, but had to put on a hold for another important project for our yarn crawl. Chris works at Eagle Bend Alpaca Farm in Kentucky. They're having the Heartland Yarn Adventure, which starts this Friday and it continues for maybe a week or so after that. So Chris is working on something special that I designed for that. So I just love this brioche workshop. Thanks, Jessica. And Wendy shared ear warmer section 1. She started with incompatible colors. Then she had incompatible yarns. There was tinking and there was frogging, but most importantly, there was perseverance. And this is her, she said HOTN. And for those of you who don't know, that is hot off the needles. I've also seen fresh off the needles, FOTN, so some lingo for you there. And it looks so beautiful. And Deborah shared finally section 1 complete. And I received the sweetest email just before I was about to sign on. I was checking my email and I saw this beautiful note from Cynthia, and she shared a picture of her friend wearing it too, but I didn't want to put her friend's face without her permission. So Cynthia shared, I finally finished it. This is her LYS Love shawl, and my friend got it today. She lives on a boat in Florida. It really turned out well. She shared some pictures and said, "Thank you for your instructions and involvement. Keep up the inspiration." And that made me so, so happy to hear. And she shared a snippet of her conversation with her friend, who said, "My God, it is beautiful. I need to learn how to wrap this bad boy. I need to do it justice. Thank you so much. I can't believe you did this." So that is just the most wonderful response, I think, to a handmade gift that you could give someone. And so I thought it was really appropriate to share that with you all, how much our gifts really are appreciated. And Road Yarn tagged me in this beautiful photo of Rita, who finished her Double the Stitches LYS Love shawl. She used Malabrigo yarn, Silky Merino, and they said that the drape is fabulous. And look how happy Rita is. I'm so glad you shared that with me. And Moongazer Bunny shared, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune is one of my favorite books. And so when I saw Teeny Button's matching colorway, I just knew I had to turn it into a shawl. This is the Generations shawl by Double the Stitches, and I love it so much. I added a crocheted border of the contrast color, and it really pops, and I love that so much. All right, so that is our progress party. I am going to take a quick sip of water, and I'm going to get ready to talk about the prizes with you all. So while I grab the water, I'm going to put this on the screen for you all. And I'm going to get my wheel of names. Let's find that. Okay, I've got that ready, so I can share that with you all. Let me hide the thing. So, okay. So, oop, I'm going to go back in a second. So Stacy Wilcox, you won the first prize. I tapped it by accident, and I want to make sure I don't lose that. But now I'm going to go back. I'm going to write your name down. Okay. So let me go back to, sorry, friends, share this tab instead. Okay. So we have more friends joining us. We have someone is joining us. Hello from West Michigan, and MJ is joining us. Hello from Texas. So we accidentally, through the magic of technology, have drawn the winner for the first prize. Because I don't want to. She, I spun it, and so she'll be the first winner. But I'm going to talk about what the prizes are, and I'm giving away 5 prizes today. And so Stacy won her choice of one of my Made for Makers notebooks. This used to be something that I sold on my website. It's now sort of something I use for gifts. But if you love the idea of these notebooks, let me know and I'll put it back on my site. But for now, so these are the designs of the notebooks. So Stacy, you get your choice of the cover, and they're blank notebooks inside with dots so that you can easily sketch out different ideas. It's great to use kind of as a bullet journal or to make notes of your projects. So I don't know if you're watching, Stacy, but I will reach out to you and let you know. So that is our first prize. I'm going to go back to um, sharing the wheel of names. So Stacy was the first prize winner. And now I wrote her name down, so I'm going to remove all instances. And let's talk about our second prize. Our second prize is a brand new pattern of mine, a kit for my boho waves wall hanging. You'll get a digital copy of the pattern, and you'll get a ball of the same yarn that I used to knit my wall hanging. And it is Universal Yarns. I think it is Bamboo Pop. It was a beautiful yarn. I really loved using it for this wall hanging. The color is a really pretty color. The pattern is going to be released later this week. So for any of you who are watching and you don't win the kit and you'd still like the pattern, I'm going to be sharing that information with you all as soon as the pattern is available for purchase. And if you signed up for the challenge emails, then you'll have a code that you can use on this pattern too. So let me go back to sharing the wheel of names. Make sure that's working. And we're going to draw the winner for the boho waves wall hanging. You'll get the pattern and you'll get the yarn to knit your own. This was originally featured as part of the Spinning Hands knitting subscription box. And so it came with a branch and it came with all kinds of other fun goodies. So the cart for that just opened. If anyone is looking for a knitting subscription box, it's an awesome one. And I'll share that link with you all later on after we're done with the live so you can check that out. There's 3 beautiful kits coming up, and one is just more beautiful than the next. I can't decide which one is my favorite, but I love them all. So this is from a box that has already been shipped out. So it's not one that you would be getting if you subscribed now, but you'll get the yarn and the pattern will be for the winner. So now I am going to spin that wheel. And Millie is the winner. Congratulations, Millie. So we had Stacy won her choice of the Made for Makers notebook, and Millie won the Boho Waves wall hanging kit. So we're going to click remove. All right, the next giveaway is, let me share this tab again. All right, now we have 3 more giveaways, and each winner is going, oh, we have a hi from Vegas. It must be very hot in Vegas right now. Oh my goodness, what's the temperature there? Oh, Millie says, so excited. Thank you. I'm so glad you're watching, Millie. All right, so the next giveaway, we are going to do 1 giveaway winner for each one of these patterns. So the first pattern there on the left, oh, did you not mean the fire emoji? I still think it's probably very hot weather in Las Vegas right now. So the first winner is going to win a copy of my Ahava hat, and I'll put the links to these the in the comments later. So it's an adult size hat. It's nice and squishy. I actually used this pattern to knit a hat for myself, but also for my husband, and he wears it all of the time. I knit it in black. That's how you know I love him. And we are going to go back to our wheel of names. So we are drawing a prize for my Ahava hat pattern. And let's spin that wheel. Let's make sure, yes, I am sharing the right tab. All right, we are drawing for the Ahava hat pattern. And Diane wins that one. Congratulations, Diane. The one thing I do wanna mention, because I know that we kind of have a mixed group here, so if any of you who win one of my knitting patterns is a crocheter, I have a couple of crochet patterns, so you can reach out, when I contact you, let me know that you are a crocheter, you don't knit, and you can have your choice of one of um, my crochet patterns. All right, so we have, Diane is the winner of the Ahava hat pattern. Congratulations. And the next pattern that we are going to draw a winner for is my Bubbalas blanket pattern. So this one is knit with chunky weight yarn, and it comes in one, two, three, five sizes. There's a car seat blanket, a stroller blanket, a crib blanket, a toddler blanket, and also an adult throw. This pattern also has a low vision format, so that you'll have two PDFs, one that is the regular formatted type of pattern that you're used to seeing, and then a second one. It'll be many, many pages, but the font is nice and large, and it also works with screen reader software. So it's a fun knit, and it's a little bit of a tribute to my own grandmother and the legacy that she left, and she affectionately referred to all 35 of her grandchildren in Yiddish as Mamala for her granddaughters and Tatala for her grandsons. But another commonly used term of endearment is Bubala, meaning children. And that's where I found the inspiration for this pattern. Oh, and we have a question for of how do you get in the drawing? So, um, how do you get in the drawing? So the prize drawings are for those participating in the Handmade Holiday Challenge. And in order to participate, there are posts within the Facebook group where you can comment, and we're getting started working on our holiday gifts early. That's the whole premise. We're going to go from procrastination to progress in 3 weeks. We're just 1 week into it, so there's still 2 more weeks to go, 2 more prize weeks of prize drawings too, and there's 2 knit nights. And so if you would like to sign up for the emails to make sure that you know what is going on, that link is doublethestitches.com/challenge, and you'll get the invitation to the knit nights, and each day there are tasks. And I'll also show before we sign off where to find the guides in the group. The people who are on the email list are getting emails from me whenever there's a new task or assignment to complete. And I'll share that before we sign off, since there are some watching that are new to all of this. So we had a comment also from Shoshana, who said that was my first test knit for you. It was. I remember your blanket was so pretty. All right, so I'm going to go back to sharing my fancy wheel of names. And Diane was the winner for the Ahava hat. So we're going to remove her to keep it fair. And we're going to draw for the Bubbalas blanket pattern. We'll feel a little bit like Vanna White, spinning the wheel. Or, yeah, turning the letters. So Bubbalas blanket is Donna Askew is the winner of the Bubbalas blanket pattern. So congratulations to you, Donna. And now we are going to draw the prize winner for my peridot cowl pattern. And let me tell you a little bit more about that one too. Okay, so peridot is my birthstone, and the pattern was kind of inspired by the stone. And it's known as the stone of compassion. It's believed to bring good health, restful sleep, and peace to relationships by balancing emotions and mind. This friendly, bright green stone has the uncanny ability to inspire eloquence and creativity. It also brings delight and good cheer. Shimmering pale green peridot, often called the evening emerald, is a gemstone commonly associated with spirituality and expression. And I've kind of always loved my birthstone. And when I saw this yarn, it called out to me to name it after the texture of the stitching in the cowl. Kind of reminds me of just looking at kind of a bunch of the stones. And so the yarn and the stone, it all kind of came together. It's really not a difficult pattern to knit, and the instructions walk you through it all. So let us go back to the Wheel of Names, and we are going to draw the last prize of the evening. And let's spin that wheel. And the winner of this pattern is Kendall Foster. Congratulations, Kendall. All right, I am so excited for all of you who have won prizes so far. And we are going to continue doing more prize drawings. I wonder if I can see. Cindy, there's a couple. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that I share that with you all too, how to get to find the prize drawings. So let me do that first. Let's make this nice and big. Okay, so in the Facebook group, so I have that. I don't have that linked here. Okay. Congratulations, winners. Congratulations, everyone. All right, so I'm going to make a banner so that I can put it on the screen. And then I will also post it in the YouTube channel and all. So when you go to double the stitches, I'm sorry, facebook.com/groups// double the stitches patterns. That's the main Facebook group for me. You will see a banner right now. It says join the annual Handmade Holiday Challenge. And you will see Double the Stitches Knitting Community by Jessica A's. And you'll see some profile pictures of our friends who have recently been active in the group. And right below there, let's see. Yes, and Millie is explaining it for me better than I'm going to explain it. Or I'm sorry, MJ, is you get in the drawings by doing the tasks that come with the Handmade Holiday Challenge. For each task completed, you get a chance at the drawing. Absolutely, you summed it up for me. Thank you, MJ. So you can you can sign up for the challenges by going to doublethestitches.com/challenge, and you'll get links to each of those tasks. And when you go to the Facebook group, the second word here, we have the first one is discussions, the second one is guides. And if you scroll down, you'll see this guide 2, Handmade Holiday Challenge 2023, because we've done this challenge in the past. So you'll see each of these tasks here for you to complete. If you press see more, you'll see more information. So StreamYard is what I'm using to stream live right now, and that is how to give permission for me to see your name and your profile picture if you choose, but it's not required and it's not something you earn ballots for, but I wanted to just put that in an easy place to find. Then there is a kickoff party video to watch, so you can comment on that video. And then there are different tasks to complete and some videos and other things. I try my best to keep the tasks kind of simple and easy for you to do. That was not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Here we go. Okay. So the tasks are really not super time intensive unless you have a lot of people that you're making for, and it's about getting organized. So task number one, for an example, was to think about who you'd like to make gifts for and to start brainstorming about them, their favorite colors or teams, what size they wear, pattern ideas, or any other notes that you wanted to take. This is a page from my Handmade Holiday Challenge Planner, which is still available for purchase throughout the challenge until August 7th. It'll be $10. After that, the price will go up to at least $15, but the planner is not required to participate in the challenge. So you can take these same types of notes on paper you have in your house, on your phone, in your day planner, however you would like to take these notes. But this is the type of information that I am asking for you to gather about each person that's on your list so that you can be more intentional about the challenge. So that's one example of a task. And then I want you to plan your yarn so you can make use of stash yarn. And I have a whole video talking about yarn, one of our favorite topics, right, friends? And I want you to figure out what yarn you need so that you can determine, is it something you have in the stash? Is it something that you need to order? And keep track of how much yarn you need, what colors you need, where you ordered it from if you did, or where it's stashed in. Many of us, myself included, have different places where we might stash yarn for different reasons. We're not gonna, there's no yarn stash hiding, shaming going on, but different places or different rooms in our houses, the trunk of the car, whatever it may be, we all have different ways of doing that. So you'll go into the group, you'll check your emails, it'll bring you to the posts in the group, or you'll just go into the group and comment on the posts with the answer to the questions. That's how to go about finding the information to participate in the challenge and earn ballots towards the giveaway. One thing that I want to say, though, is that the ballots will be cumulative. So you can continue commenting on it, and I will continue updating your total number of ballots. So the more you do throughout the challenge, the more you have a chance to earn. So if you haven't done task 3 yet, and before next week's giveaway, you go back and you do task 3, that credit will still count for you. So the last thing I want to go back to the slides, and I just want to remind you all of our stitch night is on Saturday, and the first one is on Saturday, this Saturday, the 29th at 7 o'clock Eastern. That's New York or Toronto time. And then our second one will be Monday, August 7th at 8 o'clock. And if you've signed up for the challenge emails, I will remind you of that, I promise. And if anyone has any questions about anything, feel free to comment on the video or send me a message. And I just want to say how proud of you all I am for taking on the challenge, for getting started, for working to make your December calmer and more pleasant and more enjoyable, and to make those special gifts for the people that really that are worthy of your talents. They are talents, and you deserve to be celebrated. So, and we have a thanks, Jessica, for your encouragement. We have a congratulations, everyone. So that is all I prepared for you all for today. And thanks for the fun and motivation. It helps me. I have yet to respond, so I am not eligible for the ballots for the prizes. But I love picking out special things for you, and I love spoiling you all. And so I will update my planner pages and all of that, but I have been keeping track of my progress, that I am working on some fun things. So thank you all so much, and thank you for joining me. And if you have questions about anything, reach out to me and I'll share that information. There is also actually a giveaway for 6 knitting kits from the Spinning Hands. I'll share all that information in the group tomorrow for anyone who would like to enter that giveaway. And I'll let you know how you can sign up if you're interested in receiving knitting subscription boxes. Um, all right. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate you all. Thank you for making this group the most wonderful place in all of the Yarny internet. So have a wonderful evening and take care. And Rose says, thanks for getting us going. It is my pleasure. It gets me going too. I need you to hold me accountable. So please hold me accountable too, friends. All right. Have a great night. I'll talk to you all soon.